Hey bro, did you hear? Budokai Tenkaichi 4 just got announced. No way, are you serious? Yeah, come on dude, look at the trailer. Dokkan Battle is glorified Candy Crush Saga played by people that eat crayons. What'd you say? Dragon Ball Legends sucks. Bro, are you okay? Dragon Ball FighterZ has the worst matchmaking of any fighting game ever made. Nah, you're definitely tripping. Dragon Ball The Breakers is dead. Wait, what? No, you're right about that. And Xenoverse 2 is a piece of shit. Excuse you?
Xenoverse 2 is a piece of shit.
Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back at it again with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse video. Dare I say a Xenoverse 3 video? Ooh, man, I must have some balls to be saying that right after that Tenkaichi 4 announcement, right? This game, this idea, this concept, okay, it's just an idea, right? Okay, nothing has been confirmed on Xenoverse 3's end. None of that. There's been leaks, you know, here and there. Things, you know, things happen, things change, all that stuff. Let's talk about the future of Xenoverse, okay? That's the main gist of it. Obviously, Xenoverse 3, the idea and the concept of it will be included in this as well. And I want to get your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. You know, after you watch the video, please watch the full video. So, what's going on with this game? Is it dead? Is this game dead? Is the Xenoverse series officially dead now because Tenkaichi 4 got a 30-second trailer announcement? No. No. Let me do it one more time for you. No. Okay, this game, this series is still alive and kicking. I don't care if it has 100 players, 300 players, 50 players, okay? The game is still alive. You know why? Because the developers are still supporting it, okay? Get that through y'all's heads, okay? Because all these, like, you know, Xenoverse haters came out and out of nowhere. I mean, they've been here, but they got real vocal after that Tenkaichi 4 announcement. And, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with, you know, preferring a game series or just a game in general over another series, right? Absolutely nothing wrong with that. You have that right to your opinion. But to just completely, like, just negate everything that the Xenoverse series has done for Dragon Ball and for the community, I think that ain't fair, right? That ain't fair at all. This series in general has done a lot, okay? It's been going on for almost 7 years now. It's very popular. I mean, like I said, this game has given me so much, okay? It has given me so much. I made a lot of great friends in this community. I'm able to make content on it, and I love this game. It's so much fun, and I play it still every day. And, you know, like, to just completely take away from what it's given just because of, you know, the announcement of Tenkaichi 4 is just like, it's silly. It's just silly. Like, let people who still enjoy the game, because guess what? Tenkaichi 4 is not Xenoverse 3. And the announcement of Tenkaichi 4 or any game going further, unless it is Xenoverse 3 that's getting announced, for example, won't do anything until the developers themselves pull the plug. Now, let's say, for example, this new DLC comes out and, you know, that's it, okay? They officially announce Xenoverse 3 is no longer going to have support, kind of like the Jump Force. Hey, we're pulling the plug on this game. It's done, okay? There's not going to be any more online events. Support on the game is gone, okay? Once that happens for Xenoverse 2, then y'all can say that the series, or not even the series, but the game is dead. That's when you can say that Xenoverse 2 is officially dead. And guess what? Even Xenoverse 1, I wouldn't even say is, like, really officially dead, just because it's crazy. I went on there like last month or whatever, and there's still a lot of players. There's still a lot of players. Even on Xenoverse 1, people still play that game, okay? You can say The Breakers is dead as much as you want, okay? It's funny. And the same thing with, you know, Xenoverse 2. Like, it is funny when people say that, because it isn't true. It isn't true, because all of these games have their own little pocket communities. They have supporters of these games. For Dokkan, you know, Legends, all these games, they have players. They have a player base, because it's a different genre for everyone. Now, just real quick, we have to be very grateful for every single video game that we currently have right now. We have more video games going on right now than, like, Nintendo has, like, Mario games. Okay, I don't know about that. There are a lot of Mario games that are ongoing right now that people still play. Like, they got, like, tennis, kart, you know, 3D World, all that. Okay, but I'm saying like games that usually have like an online service and stuff. We have so many Breakers, Fighters, Xenoverse. Oh, we're about to get a new Tenkaichi. Like, we are eating good, okay? Even though we don't have an anime or anything, we are eating so good with Dragon Ball games. Like, that is where the Dragon Ball community has always had a home, and that is the Dragon Ball games, right? That's giving us something to hold us off, right? I am not going to sit here and obviously like be blinded by the fact that Tenkaichi 4 will definitely take a lot of players from the Xenoverse series, okay? Unless they announce some crazy new feature, something on Xenoverse, 2 that will be able to get players to play that game. As soon as Tenkaichi 4 comes out, obviously people are going to flock to that game. I'm going to be included in that, okay? Tenkaichi 4, as soon as that game comes out, Xenoverse is going to lose a lot of players, okay? Most likely, okay? There will still be people playing Xenoverse 2, just because some people might just prefer that game in terms of the mechanics and everything. But Tenkaichi is very similar because they're both arena fighters. Depending on what that game will actually have in terms of content, we know there's going to be it's got to be a good amount of characters. The gameplay is going to be fresh. It's going to be new. It's going back to what Tenkaichi, was and what we always loved, okay? And for me personally, that was my Xenoverse 2 back in the day, okay? The reason why I love Xenoverse 2 so much is because it is an arena fighter like Tenkaichi, okay? That was my replacement, If we got Tenkaichi 4, I would have loved that, honestly, way more. But the fact that Xenoverse came out and I was like, whoa, it's got this CAC system. It's an MMO in that aspect. Like, it is different from Tenkaichi. It's going to be crazy to say this, but you have to understand that both of these games, the Xenoverse series and the Tenkaichi series, can coexist. It's not, this like ludicrous, like outlandish idea. No, it's definitely possible, because what does the Xenoverse series have over the Tenkaichi series right now? Like I said, it is an MMO in an aspect to a certain degree. It's got the Hero Coliseum feature in it. It has the 6v1 raid feature. Like, there are a lot of features that in this game that have been good for the community for a video game, okay? Now, let's say Tenkaichi has a CAC system, okay? They start making it kind of like an MMO type of thing, okay? They add 6v1 raid battles and stuff, okay? If they pretty much add in everything that Xenoverse has that's been exclusive to that game from the Tenkaichi series or the Raging Blast series or any of that, then yeah, there's honestly no reason to even make a Xenoverse 3, unless Xenoverse 3 adds something ridiculous that, like, I never even thought of. Maybe they make it a fusion of Kakarot, and then they throw in a 2D fighter feature where you can make it like fighters. Like, if they make a game that literally has everything. Oh, so there's also Dragon Ball The Breakers mode. Oh, and there's a Dokkan Battle mode. Oh, and there's Dragon Ball Legends mode. Like, if they have all that in, like, one game, and they call it Xenoverse 3, then goddamn, then that's the game that we're gonna go into. Okay, bro, they'll throw in Tenkaichi. They'll call it Dragon Ball Tenkaichi Verse 14. Right now, at this current moment in time, the Xenoverse 3 idea that had that leak. I always bring this up. Y'all remember this leak? Y'all remember? Yeah, nobody forgot this leak. Okay, everybody remembers this. Okay, now me personally, I still believe Xenoverse 3 can happen. I still believe that. Okay, and you can say copium, you can say that I'm crazy and everything. That's absolutely fine. If you don't think that the game can still happen or whatever, great. If you do think it can happen, great. It doesn't hurt anyone to believe or not believe. Okay, it's hurting no one. I still think it can happen just because there's still a lot to offer. Okay, there's still a lot of stuff that they have in the Xenoverse series that the Tenkaichi series, from what we know in the past from just the original Tenkaichi, just doesn't have. And I feel like if they want to make this game good, they just need to focus on what made Tenkaichi great all those years back, okay? We don't need a CAC system in Tenkaichi. We don't need to make it an MMO, okay? The 6v1 raid thing would actually be pretty cool, and they can still add that in there, in that aspect, something like that. Like, all these games nowadays, they have that crazy raid feature, like the raids. People love raids. If they end up deciding, okay, let's make 2024 the release date for Tenkaichi, Xenoverse 3, I think, can absolutely still happen. Maybe they make that 2025. Maybe they make that 2026. 5 years, 10 years from now, Maybe I'm on my deathbed and they announce Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. It would be sad. Maybe I already died before that. But the fact that they can still announce this game years later, and you know why? Because of the most perfect example, y'all. Tenkaichi 4. This is 16 years later. 16 years, guys. I still can't believe it. This is 1 week after the announcement. I still cannot believe that this game is getting a 4th installment. Again, we don't know the official name yet, but it is the next Tenkaichi. That's crazy. And even Tenkaichi 4 to me feels like a Xenoverse 3. It was what I was waiting for, y'all. I was waiting for that next big mainline arena fighter. And this game is literally satisfying that craving that I wanted for so long, okay? Now, let's get into this idea right here, okay? Big shout out to Anti-Plug Media because they put this out here. I know y'all are giving your usual game influencer shit for the whole Xenoverse 3 thing. It's funny. I think it's still got a chance, okay? And see, this person right here, which, you know, they had info on the Tenkaichi series. We went over them. Big shout out to them. Go check them out and stuff. They're not blinded either. He does believe that it still has a chance, but here's more reasoning for it, okay? Originally thought it'd be the next game, and then I played Breakers. So, again, I cannot be the only one that thinks that Breakers is like that bridge to Xenoverse 3. It's like testing grounds for Xenoverse 3, okay? We have all these new features that we've always wanted in Xenoverse 2 that we never got. And they added it finally, but it was in Breakers, which is so weird, okay? With Breakers, it's like they have more flexibility to do things because everything is already there, right? They're just stealing models from Xenoverse 2, same devs, right? They're taking everything from Xenoverse 2 and then, you know, they're just, you know, making it for whatever Breakers has in terms of their weird graphics and stuff. And they're obviously Breakers is a completely different game, okay? It's the survival type of game. Yeah, they have all these awesome features that I've always wanted. And again, you would be stupid to think that like they're gonna add that in that game and they're not gonna add it to the Xenoverse series because it's right there. It's literally all right there. Okay. So moving on, they say Bandai's current plan with their anime IP seems to be whoever makes the most money gets the craziest shit. I 100% agree with that. And guess what? Dragon Ball and Gundam are the biggest earners by an insane margin. Look at this. Look at this. These are actual numbers, y'all, for 2022, and I guess more of like an estimate for 2023, or even from what we have so far. Look at the numbers, y'all. Gundam, okay? 76.1. Full year results, 101.7. Look at Dragon Ball. Look at Dragon Ball. 91.3. Full year results, 127.6. Okay. Third quarter, 102.2. Full year estimate, 139. Guys, Dragon Ball sells that more than any of these series, and maybe even some of them combined. Okay, look at One Piece. One Piece has an ongoing anime right now, and you know they're killing it. Shout outs to One Piece, it's killing it. 33.4 compared to 91.3. Bro, Dragon Ball is tripling sales, and for good reason, because it has like 1 million games. But why does it have 1 million games? Because people eat Dragon Ball up. They're not gonna make these like 1 million games for a series that is doing poorly. And again, I'm not trying to hate on One Piece. I think One Piece is an amazing series and it's killing it out there, okay? One Piece for anime and like manga and shit, like it's killing it, okay? So don't even say that. But when it comes to video games, you cannot sit there and tell me that it can be more successful than Dragon Ball, because it's just not, okay? As a brand, Dragon Ball will just I can't even, there's like no explanation. Like you can't even explain. Like I don't even need to explain it. Dragon Ball, that's all you have to say. Hey man, what's up? Dragon Ball. Whoa. Whoa, dude. That's some, you spitting, bro. You spitting. Okay? So I just like reading Anti-Plug Media's like opinions on everything. It's great, okay? So here's what I think Dragon Ball is going with, okay? Give it the same level of a console game diversity as Gundam, okay? Step 2, just go crazy, okay? It's selling like crazy, right? Step 1 was achieved by dropping Xenoverse, Fighters, and Kakarot. I love this. It's almost like the Marvel phases, okay? Even though people hate Marvel now and stuff, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, you have all this diversity, okay? Xenoverse, Fighters, Kakarot, Breakers, Dokkan, like all these games, so much diversity. Step 2, hinted with Heroes World Mission, and then went into full effect with Breakers, okay? Truly branching out, right? And then we have another game on the way. We have the Dragon Ball Super card game, which is kind of going to be your little replacement for Heroes, right? For those of you that have been wanting that card-based Heroes game, there you go. The new card game will do it. So, Breakers is to me a testing ground for Xenoverse 3 concepts. Everything we've been seeing will resurface in a few years, and Xenoverse 3 may be the biggest Dragon Ball game to date. Again, reminder, reiterating, this isn't a confirmation or anything like that. These are just speculation ideas. All this that we're talking about in this video is all speculation, okay? Before somebody's reading this and like, oh my god, it's confirmed, like, oh, because I know some of y'all out there like are for whatever reason believe that. No, nothing on Xenoverse 3 has ever been talked about except for us in the community. The idea and concept of Xenoverse 3, we have made it up. It's not real yet, okay? So yeah, but things like that take time, specifically more time than in previous years because it has, you know, the more powerful hardware with the PS5. PS6 could be coming out in the next couple of years, you know, and then maybe they'll have to do that, right? Maybe they'll have to put Xenoverse 3 on there, and I'm all for it, right? So overall, I mean, if you want to, I'll link them down below. You can read their threads and everything. They have some really good insight, like just like their opinions are great. I completely agree with the majority of what they say, okay? So again, to just summarize this video as best as I can, I know I talk a lot and stuff, but maybe some of y'all just enjoy hearing somebody talk about a series that you like, okay? I personally like that kind of stuff. So that's why I watch a lot of videos on people and having their own opinions and discussion and stuff. So Xenoverse 3, can it happen? Will it happen? I don't know if it will happen, but I think it definitely can happen, okay? Again, Tenkaichi 4 getting announced 16 years later should be absolute easy proof, easy money, okay? It's easy money that this series can get a sequel. But right now, as I stated in the past, please just focus on the Xenoverse 2 content that we're currently getting right now. We're confirmed to have one more DLC that's coming out this spring within the next month, you know, 2 months. So at least we have that for now to hold us over, and we're going to have fun with it. It's going to be fun, okay? Xenoverse most likely still will continue to get updates, at least in terms of their weekly raids, their events. You know, they might even get free updates out of nowhere, okay? This year will be probably the 10 million celebration, 10 million copies sold celebration, okay? We have the 7-year anniversary also this year, too. So who knows? We'll see what happens, okay? I doubt they're just going to immediately pull the plug once DLC 16 is, you know, released and everything. It's very unlikely. But the future of the game, it's very uncertain right now just because I don't know if they want to continue making more DLC. Now, here's the best case scenario, okay? Best case scenario for me. Tenkaichi 4 comes out sometime next year. Xenoverse 2 continues to create DLC. That's the best case scenario. Because guess what? Okay, Tenkaichi 4 should, at least for me, and I think a majority of y'all, should fill the void of what we want in Xenoverse 3. Okay, because that game, I'm going to tell you right now, Tenkaichi 4 is going to be crazy. Okay, I'm very excited for it. And I told you that, I told y'all that was my game before Xenoverse came out. That was the game that I invested hours, months, years, okay? I would say at least over a decade I've been playing that game for, bro. Like, I love it. I love it to death. So be excited. Be excited for that. Be excited for, and be grateful for the Dragon Ball games in general, okay? If Xenoverse 3 ends up happening, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. It can still happen. Absolutely. Absolutely, okay? Maybe 2026, 2027, they actually get an announcement or it officially releases. Who knows, okay? Even though Tenkaichi 4 came out, let's say for 2024, they could definitely still easily make Xenoverse 3, guys. It's not crazy. It's not that crazy, right? It shouldn't be. So again, like I said, I know the video got way too long, but thank you for watching. I do appreciate your support and everything. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe. or else I'll destroy your entire planet!